How are you doing, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while, but I am here today to bring you a 1000 IQ awesome piece of engineering here on Grounded that we have, I guess, put together as a community over the last couple of streams, and it is a game changer. Now, you may or may not know that you can transfer weed stems over a zipline. It's been common knowledge for a little while now. I think I might have even made a video about it back in the day. But when the weed stems hit the other end, so when they hit the other end of your zip line, they will ping off in all kinds of directions, okay? So you might be able to, send a few down there, but at the end of the day, they're going to be a nightmare to collect at the other end. What we have put together is a system where you send as many weed stems down the zip line as you want, and they will all collect for you at the other end. It's beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you manage to use it. I'm going to show you how it works now. Now, I've already, before this video started recording, I've already sent down 2 full stacks of weed stems. So we got 16 that I've just sent down. I'm going to send this last 5 that I have on me now. If you didn't know how to do this already, you jump above the zip line and drop the weed stem, which on the PC is G. I'm not sure what that is on Xbox, but you jump and drop, and it will basically fly down the zip line like that. It's cool. It's a brilliant method. It would be nice to have like a proper method of doing it, but this works for now. So that's what you do. You send them down like that. So let's take a little bit of a look at the design. Now, the chute itself, it doesn't need to be obviously as tall as this. Depends on where your base is on the map. But the chute itself needs to be at least 2 by 2, so 2 square. 2 ceilings by 2 ceilings, or 2 walls by 2 walls. That's how big it needs to be. You need to have, we don't need to, but I like to have the double gates at the bottom because they just provide the most space for getting in and out. And you need to, when you're sending the weed stems down, you need to make sure that these are closed. So close these before you go over to the other side of the map to your other zip line and send everything down. Now, at the top of the tower, you can see the zip line comes in, and you need to make sure that there is at least I want to say a couple of centimeters. I guess it is probably a couple of centimeters. You need to make sure that there is a gap that's going to allow the weed stem to actually get through. But ideally, you want to have some sort of barrier stopping them from pinging off of the zip line and out back into the world. The method that I used that seemed to work really well is to have 2 sloped roofs facing inwards at the top. So the actual top of the building is actually 4. It's actually 4 walls wide, so that I could accommodate this little slanty area here, just in case one should ping off the zip line and fly backwards. It will now roll down this roof and end up at the bottom of the chute, which is where we want it to be, obviously. So that's how I accomplished that. Obviously, the lower down that your receiving zipline anchor is, you may not need this. You might just be able to get away with a wall, but because I can't obviously just reach up from the bottom of the tunnel and grab anything that gets stuck here, this is the method I went with, and it's also the method I recommend. The zipline anchor itself needs to be placed on 2 triangle pieces that are located, as you can see on the screen, and they need to be in the middle, so on the middle wall out of 3 wide. So you can see, if I change the view, we've got 1 wall here, and then this is where the center wall is, which is where the triangle pieces are placed, and then there's another wall on the other side. So 3 wide, you place these triangle pieces this way around as well, needs to be this way around so that they come in, because most of them will fly backwards, so they will hit this wall, so they are less likely to get stuck if the triangle pieces are this way around than if you had them facing in the opposite direction, in which case then it might, probably won't, but might get stuck between the triangle floor and the wall, which you don't want. Okay, so place them this way around. That's the best way we found when we were experimenting, and they should all ping off, and most of them, if not all of them, will then fall down that gap. The most important thing is at the bottom, you need to have doors that close. Now, it doesn't matter. I like to use the weed stem gates because they just look the best, and they provide the most room to be able to get in and out. But you do not have to do that. You could just use a normal door. Any way of getting in and out, but they need to be closable. You need to be able to close the doors because they will find any possible method of pinging out and disappearing somewhere else in the world, they will do so. It took a lot of trial and error to figure out exactly where we were going to put them, but this was the best way. And as you can see, it works. We sent all of those weed stems down and they all appeared in the right place. Now, I hope this video was reasonably helpful. If it was, make sure to subscribe for more grounded content. I'm going to make a different version of this for those who don't have a laser in the way and perhaps want to build a smaller receiving end. So we're going to do that soon. But yeah, if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to join me on Twitch. That's where we've been building this. We also live stream here on YouTube every Saturday and Sunday. And yeah, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up as well if you found it useful. Hopefully you did. I'll speak to you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.